Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Fantasy Football Weekly. I'm your host, Jim Marcantonio, and your commissioner, and we have a very special guest with us this week, Josh Feldy to my left. Say hi to everyone out there in
Jim,
Fantasy
how's it
Football.
going?
Well, it's going good.
Welcome, big nasty fantasy owners. He's JM, I'm JF.
And we are, and we're here at Fantasy Football Weekly. So I guess we'll just get right started into this. Josh, you want to take off and lead the show off for us today?
Yeah, but first I think we have a quick 5-second special guest.
Oh, I think we do have someone coming to make a cameo. Come on in.
Well, look at there.
Who's this? It's Steve from Go Big or Go Home. What do you got to say there?
Eddie, you're my bitch this week.
I'll second
Whoa,
that.
and I'll third that. All right, thank you, Go Big or Go Home. Well, you know what, while we're here, let's just get that right off the top. Speaking of Andy being someone's bitch, it looked like Andy was someone's bitch this week because you are the new winner of the Chet Award.
Ooh.
And it's just nice to get it out of the Marcantonio family. I mean, you can understand if you had a bunch of Feldys in your family that were playing in the same league and you got the Chet Award week to week to week. It's just nice to see.
It's very surprising because Andy's usually pretty good at fantasy football and picking his teams.
Even baseball, but he choked in baseball this year too because he's not in the playoffs either.
I don't think Andy had a good draft, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, time will tell.
Maybe next year, Andy.
Maybe. Moving on, and our winner of the King of the Mountain Award this week goes to Mother Lover, taking me out, and I didn't appreciate that, but you know that's the way the cookie crumbles. Congratulations, Joe. Your $20 has already been credited to your account. Moving on, let's talk about some of the other games last week, Feldy.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to start off. We had 3 2-0 teams going for 3-0, and only one advances to 3-0, and that's Monsters of the Midway. And that team owner is George, shit-talking George. George, I hope it goes and bites you in the ass.
It will. It will. Time will get him.
George beat Andy's team, Sweet as Sugar, to make Sweet as Sugar go 1-2. And I'd like to talk about my team. You got Spank.
Of course you would, Josh. Of course you would.
Which was 2-0. Losing to Chris Towers' team, can't catch a break. Going to 1-2. He finally gets his first win.
He does. He does.
Yeah.
He's a rookie. This is his first time in fantasy this year, and he's getting his win.
Good call, Jim.
It's nice to
Picking
see.
Tower over me last week.
It's not that I was rooting for him. It's just I was not rooting for you. I need the 3-0 teams to disappear.
Well, I was doing good up until Peyton Manning went on a tear, throwing 4 touchdown passes, scored 50 points, and I guess Chris's D scoring almost 37 points also helped him.
It did. It did. He's a very prepared individual. He's got this whole thing listed out here. I mean, he's got to get me on my A game.
You gotta do your homework.
He does. You do. All right. Who else you got over there this week? We were talking about he's not organized. He's got it written down. He's just got to find it.
I thought you were.
I guess we're bouncing over to me. Well, you didn't lead me into a nice segue. I was looking for something to happen, but it didn't. But we'll talk about myself now.
That's what I thought.
All right, so let's go right to there. We got, we already said the Mother Lover kicked my ass this week. Well, there wasn't an ass kicking. As I did some research on this game, if I didn't play like my cousin Mike Marcantonio and I would have started a couple of my bench players, the final score would have been 159.8 to 159.7. But I'm an asshole and I blew it. So congratulations, Joe. Savor the flavor because it won't last.
Doesn't he pick up the award for most points?
I already mentioned the King of the Mountains.
My bad.
You're
I must be sleeping over here.
It's all right. It's your first day.
Yeah, little nerves working on right now, but after a couple of beers, things will be good.
That's fine. No problem. Who else you got on your list over there? You talked about yourself. We got me taken care of.
I was going to talk about your wife's team, your son's team, Go Big or Go Home.
No, you weren't because they're on my list right here, so I guess you weren't going to do that. But since you brought them up, I guess we'll just clear that out.
Ahead,
Josh
Jim,
takes
take it away.
Check your notes and we'll see what happens. Kimo Savi took out Go Big or Go Home. It was a close one, but it just didn't work out for Go Big or Go Home in the end. They're a strong team and they're a force to be reckoned with, but could be just the management skills of a woman.
I think
I don't know.
Ooh, that's not good.
I know she's pregnant. I really shouldn't say that, But tomorrow we find out about the babies. On a side note, I do have to mention, I was talking to Shrimp earlier today, and I found out Rob was pleading for sympathy votes, because he was going into chemo or something. Rob, don't do that.
Non-football.
Non-football. Our prayers are all with you, but
yes,
don't ask for a win to make yourself feel better, because it ain't gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
You're a better man than that.
We're talking about greenbacks. We're playing for greenbacks.
We're
not playing for fun.
Right. Good.
Well, it is fun.
Okay. So
I would like to say about go big or go home. I'd like to see the first-year fantasy virgins do a little better. They had a good lineup, but maybe it's the twins on the way, and plus having a man baby at home that affected their management.
The man baby. I guess I'm the man baby. Interesting. Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Lippy. Who else? You had to talk. You had Con Crushers on this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say Con Crushers. Sorry, I'm trying to find my notes. Last but not least, let's talk about the 0-2 Con Crushers. They had a lot of points. They had 146.6 points, but still was not good enough to beat the Killing the Kong, which has now changed his name to Slapping Big Gay George. Good name change, by the way.
It was excellent. Big Gay George. Nice picture too. I liked it. Oh, you know what? I don't think we talked about my favorite team, the Cunt Punt.
The Cunt Punt.
Cunt Punt.
You go Cunt Punt.
Cunt Punt. Cunt Punt. Cunt Punt. All right, Cunt Punt got a win. Nice job, Mike. Way to go. Taking out Hockey Night in Canada. Jason, I don't know why you're playing your hockey players. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, Jason, also maybe you had -7 points on your coaching. Maybe you should use one of your 3 other coaches.
Oh yeah, that could have been it.
You got a hell of a lineup for coaches, Jason. But I don't think you're gonna pull it
I gave Andy the Cheddar Award earlier, didn't I?
Yes,
and that
you
was
did.
wrong. I was wrong. Mistake on my part.
Oh.
The Cheddar Award goes to Hockey Night in Canada. Andy, I apologize. It took you a few minutes to get into this, but
you do owe an apology.
I apologize.
That
I
hurts.
apologize. But
The Cheddar Award is ugly.
You're still going to be Steve's bitch this week. That's my prediction.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna do it, Andy. Which is good because I'd like to see Laura and Steve go far in this.
Yeah, me too. Because I just makes my odds of winning the championship even a little bit better. All right, so let's move it on. We got we're going to talk about the 411 plus 9 Joe Marcantonio trivia question. As I see, we put a trivia question on the video last week and no one responded to it by posting their answers online. Maybe it was too strong or hard of a question. I'm not too sure, but what I do know is the trivia question this week, and the question is, why is Joe Marcantonio a lazy piece of shit? One thing you have to do is send this question to me, and you couldn't accomplish it.
And
you have 7 days to do
7
this,
days.
and you still can't accomplish
Look
it.
at my commitment. I worked my ass off today, and where am I?
He's right here.
Thank you very much.
You're
Commissioner.
welcome. Moving on. Let's go talk about the standings now. Where are we now? Would you like to talk about, or you can get ordered?
Yeah, you know what? We'll just shoot right into the Donkey Punch division.
All right, let's go talk Donkey Punch.
George leading the way, going 3-0 this week.
Man, I hate that George.
I know. George, all you do is just to live your life on fantasy football? Do you do other things other than go on fantasy about 19 times a day?
He goes on fantasymen.com, I heard.
Oh my God. That's
just
George.
Kidding, George.
George, take a chill, relax, and with all the shit talking, I hope it comes back and bites you in the ass. Also in our division, Slapping Big Gay George, 2-1. Splat Attack on Feldy, 1-2.
Yeah, not doing so well right now, but it is only through 3 weeks, and
but you're
I'm 2 games out.
You're 2 games out, which can turn ugly here coming up with bye weeks coming.
It could, but at the same time, we are approaching the next 3 weeks, our divisional weeks. So we'll start our first round of divisional matchups for the next 3 weeks, and we'll see where it takes us.
Yeah.
Moving on to the Dirty Sanchez.
Go ahead.
All right. At the top of that division, we have a tie for first place, but can't catch a break. Chris Tower is the leader, so he must have the most points for 4. And in that division is 1-2.
Everyone in that division sucks. Dirty? Get your act together, guys. Start moving players around.
It's hard for me to say one of them beat me, so I gotta just kind of really stay more.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I understand, but
I get one of them beat me too.
I know it's hard to say when they suck when one beat.
Well, right now,
yeah, can't catch a break.
Right now at 1-2, I'm gonna say can't catch a break. Go big, go home. You know what? They might get wins this week, but come punt, sweet as sugar. Sorry.
Moving on to the Blumpkin. We have the Mother Lover, the Hockey Night in Canada, and Kimosabi all at 2-1. And the
Con Crushers.
Did you check him? I didn't even check. Did he change his helmet this week?
No.
Is it still that pink thing?
Yeah.
Because I think he's going to lose until he's...
I'm going to get on his ass. I'm going to call him and I'm going to tell him...
Yeah, it's still pink. That's the problem, Kong.
Con, you don't have a bad lineup. I mean, you really don't, but you
just... poor management skills and a freaking pink helmet.
Piss poor. 0-3. Soon to be, I believe, is going to go for this week, Jim?
Not yet.
Okay.